Jim Green. Basically, since we started working with them, there was always an idea of making a more anatomical version of what Jim Green already makes, which is very anatomical. Shout out to Jim Green for sending these over. I'll show you guys kind of what we've been working on. Sign up for the limited edition email list below, because that's how we go to the brands. We're like, hey, look, there's some interest.
All right, another unboxing, but this one is even cooler because it's one of my favorite companies right now, ASICS. So if you didn't know, ASICS has been really getting into skating ever since 2020, and ASICS honestly makes some of my favorite shoes like Gel Kayano. I got a pair of Gel Kayanos and I've been running them since I broke my ankle, and they're super duper comfortable because they're not super squishy. They're squishy, but they're also stable, so they're like a really comfortable shoe, unlike those big like Hokas and stuff where you get like this much foam and it's just way too much and you feel like, ooh, on it. So ASICS has been making some crazy skate shoes, some of the craziest skate shoes I've seen, and then some normal ones. So they are doing a collab with a very cool small company that I think skate people and non-skate people alike will like. They're called the Late Nite Stars. I think they're a bunch of formerly Texas boys that moved up into New York and they've just been popping off the last few years. And they're kind of like, they're like my canary in the coal mine for trendy and cool. They're very cool in their niche. Like, outside of skateboarding, you probably don't know who they are. Inside of skateboarding, they're not one of the biggest names. There's this tiny crew that's kind of like rising, and they're like the trendsetters. They're on the cutting edge of the trend scale, so that's kind of why I use them as my canary in the coal mine of trends and stuff, because you kind of see what they're wearing, you're like, oh, that's gonna be really popular in like 2 years from now. And you can see it, because when they were dropping their videos like 2 years ago, maybe it was 4 years ago, I was like, all the stuff they're wearing there is like, ooh, maybe a little bit ahead of the time, but now it's kind of starting to go that way. So shout out to Late Nite Stars and the trendsetters. Very creative skating, very cool people. Should I just get into it and we'll talk more about it? So bear with me, I'm still figuring out the new setup. So what do we have here? Today's knife we are using, I cannot remember what this knife is called, but it's super fun and super cool to use. Satisfying. You just sit here and do this all day. I'm pretty sure these kind of knives are illegal in some states, but we're in Utah and it's legal here, so what are you gonna do about it? All right, here we go. All right, what do we got in here? We got 3 boxes. Oh yes, all 3 of them. Should we just do this one by one, I guess? We'll just pull them out one by one. Down here, 'cause this is long. So we'll start with, we'll do my favorites. Nah, I'll do most popular to, I don't know, we'll just start pulling. What are you gonna do? So first up, we have ASICS, the very cool box. It's just like purpley, it's a sick box. It's like their collab box. We have the Japan Pro MT in graphite gray, clay gray. Ooh, yeah, those are sick. Okay, so we got the Japan Pro. It's like their mid-top. It's kind of like their version of the Dunk. I think technically ASICS made this style first. If you watch that Dunk Off video that I did, I think these ones came out in 1981. And then New Balance made a version in like a couple years after that. And then Nike finally made their version in like 1985. So technically, I think ASICS made this style first. All right, should we get the rest of them out and I'll do all my thoughts about all of them? Or should I go one by one? Let's go one by one. So I really like this one. It's interesting. It's a very comfortable shoe. In full transparency, I don't love to skate it because it gets a little bit too soft for me, but it's super comfortable to wear around, and it's probably one of my most worn shoes of the last year. They're pretty soft, pretty flexible. It's like the most flexible version of a Dunk you're gonna get. It has an egg crate midsole, I'm pretty sure, not like foam or anything, so that's why it gets so loose. But people love that. Like my friend who only skates bulks, I gave him this shoe to try and test, and he was like, oh, this is like the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. And he only skates Vans and Converse. Like, that's it. That's kind of like your option if you want this. So I like this gray. It's kind of like this. I'm pretty sure this material on the side is meant to fray because they're also, I'm pretty sure they're also really into like selvage jeans and like raw denim and stuff. So they like patina and fade logs and the way things go. Shout out to Faders Night on Instagram. I think that's Trung, part of the crew. I think. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure this material here is supposed to fray because you got all suede and then this is like, probably like some nylon. It's almost like fraying right now. That's cool. Because I like when shoes look worn. Okay, all right, let's go on to the next one, I suppose. We have, ooh, one of my favorites. We have the Leggerezza FB. And if you don't remember, we went out to New York and we were able to interview Gino Iannucci when this shoe was coming out. So I'm excited to see, because his version of the shoe is pretty sick. Like, I really like the Gino colorways of the shoe, but I'm excited for this one. So let's see what's in it. This thing's a wrap. Ooh, this one's sick. Oh, that's so yellow. Oh, cool. Okay, let's get the other one. All right, so we got the Leggerezza. It's like the ASICS version of the soccer shoe, or like Busenitz or Samba. In the main video I did, I compared it to a Samba because the Samba's the most popular skate shoe, or most popular soccer style shoe on the planet. But it's definitely, I just did a Busenitz, so maybe I should do like a Busenitz versus Leggerezza, or like top 5 soccer shoes, something like that. Okay, but these are cool because I really like the shoe. It's really comfortable because it has foam on the insole. It's like pretty thin cupsole, but it does have foam in the heel. And it's really comfortable wearing. I feel like my one problem with it is that it wasn't suede, and this is a suede version. Oh, also the outsole's kind of clear. So it's like translucent yellow. I'm pretty sure this color is to be like, it's made to get more yellowed, like as your wheels wear out. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to get like more yellow and get more beat up. So big patina guys, these skaters, which is sick because a lot of people like their things, like you get a Nike Dunk collab and no one wears it, you keep it fresh. These guys are like, they're making it to be worn and like look beat up. Like this gray, like looks like a dirty white, which I like. I like white shoes because they just get so dirty and they end up looking this color, so. Oh, these are nice. Ooh, I'm excited for these because I really like the Leggerezza, but I really wanted it in suede, so. Now we got that. Oh man, it's super duper grippy too. I don't remember the OG Leggerezzas being this grippy, but this is super grippy. All right, should we go on to the last one? The one I'm most excited about, I think. What do we got here? We got the Gel Flexkee Pro 2.0. Let's see what's in here. This is the one I've seen the least of because I think skaters are so interesting because everyone just wants the same shoe. They're like, oh, skating's kind of in a rut. People aren't skating. Anyways, we made another dunk. Anyways, we made another version of this, and they're scared to take chances on like crazy shoes, and this is one of the craziest shoes, and it's awesome. Like when I skated it, I was pretty happy. Let's just get it out. Anyway, oh, the purple coming through. Ooh, that's tough. That's like a nice dark gray. Anyway, all right, so this is the Gel Flexkee Pro 2.0, one of the wildest looking skate shoes on the market. I think they're pretty limited quantities, and I honestly think shops are kind of scared to bring them in because people aren't gonna buy them because they're pretty pricey. They're like $135, I think, which is up there for a skate shoe. But I did a review on them, and they're pretty good. And like I liked them a lot more than I thought I would. But it's also like, would I ever buy them on my own if I wasn't doing this and like reviewing skate shoes? I don't know. But now that I have worn them and did buy them, I would absolutely buy them again. It's like a hidden gem. So I think the Late Nite Stars guys really adopted this shoe a lot and like it got really popular within like the New York circles because it's just so different and like interesting looking, and like they were skating it, and technically it's for vert skating, but they were street skating it. And honestly, it's a really good shoe to skate. I really like the Gel Flexkee Pro. Like I think if you're gonna take a risk on a $135 shoe, this is pretty solid. But anyways, what are the materials on here? We got suede right here. So part of what makes this shoe so expensive is there's tons of little things. So maybe I'll just go through them really quick. Because you got the extendo tongue, of course. This is a different material than usual too. This is like, it's almost like Cordura. So that's all fabric. You got the fake fabric, or what is this? Fake leather on the back. But I like this because you can kind of tuck it in or cut it off, honestly, if you really want to. When I skated mine, I tucked mine in. I think it skated a little better for me. Oh, the laces are all like kind of wool too. Anyways, so you got full suede upper. You got like some printed overlays on this one. What's really interesting is you get this nice little, it's like a PU printed overlay right here, so you don't like fray out and blow out the tops of your shoes and your eyelets, which is kind of cool. You got the full, I think it's a TPU toe cap. This is meant for vert skating, so when you're doing knee slides, like rubbing like that on the ramps, you're not gonna blow out your shoe in 2 seconds. You got the side cutouts here to make it pretty flexible with the foam coming through. I know you have a full foam midsole with like the gel on the heel here. And what I really liked about this, what I think every skate shoe should do, is you have the options for the internal lacing here or the external lacing, because I think every skate shoe blows through your laces eventually. It doesn't matter like if you're alling and doing enough, like especially like frontside flips, I feel like destroy your laces, but you can hide them in here and it keeps your laces. And I liked skating it better with the laces pinched in here. So these are sick. I really like these colorways because they're not like, I think they're all about like the grays and purples and what screams to me is like they like stuff to look worn and like get beat up and make it look like it's lived in and get that patina, which is why it's like a perfect tie-in for the boot guys if you're watching this channel. So this is like when skating meets like raw denim and selvage denim and patina stuff, and like this is what they were going for, and I think they nailed it, honestly. I'm excited. I'm pretty hyped. So there's a chance I'm going out to New York in a couple weeks, and I kind of want to interview them and like see, because they've been down with ASICS since the get-go. They'll be like, why did you guys like ASICS? Why did you guys choose this? Why did you choose these colors? Because I kind of know a little bit about it. Like they want them to fray, and they wanted to make it look yellow, like it's worn. But I'd just love to pick their brains about like why they're down for ASICS. So if I do that, we'll insert that interview portion here.
I'm Trung. I'm with Late Nite Stars, and this is our Collab's Gel Flexkee skate shoe.
And you're like known, you're like the Gel Flexkee guy.
Yeah, I like Flex. Yeah.
It's like
A couple of us love this shoe, you know, but yeah, I really like it. I think I wore this only for my last part that's not out yet.
secret last part, you'll see it coming
Yeah,
up.
you'll see it in a few months.
I think anytime the shoe gets brought up, you also get brought up with it.
Oh yeah, really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that.
Didn't know that. Okay.
So I'm curious, I guess like what is Late Nite Stars?
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's just like, yeah, me and my friends, you know. Yeah, just kind of like a crew of skaters that are mostly from Texas. And yeah, we just kind of live and skate in New York. We started in 2019.
oh, sick.
And since then, yeah, we've just been making videos and skating.
Awesome videos.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
It
Appreciate
helped.
it.
I really like your videos. I feel like you guys' videos are more like creative than the rest. I don't know if that's a
Okay.
good way to put it. I don't know. I really enjoy
Alright.
your skating. It's like more stylistic and like cooler spots and like,
I'm stoked on that. All right.
yeah. it's
Appreciate
tight.
it.
I
Dude.
like it. I'm
Yeah.
a big fan. Well, speaking of everyone's
Yeah.
wearing ASICS.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Late Nite Stars, you guys all get brought up from like ASICS.
Yeah.
It's like ASICS and Late Nite Stars is like synonymous
Uh-huh.
pretty much. Like how'd you link up with ASICS?
Yeah.
Because you've been like with ASICS pretty
For a
much
few
since
years.
ASICS started running
Yeah.
skateboarding.
Yeah, Rob
think.
Sissy. So shout out to Rob. He hooked us up, but he's the man. So he got us plugged up, and the next few months we met Casper and Rob in Minneapolis for the launch, and yeah, since then we've been with ASICS.
With ASICS.
Yeah.
What about ASICS? Like, what drew you to ASICS shoes?
So I was wearing ASICS because at the time like ASICS running shoes were kind of in fashion. A lot of yeah, they still are. Yeah, of course. But I was really into them, right? So I was like, I loved ASICS and Japanese clothes in general. So like for sneakers, I was wearing a lot of ASICS, and they're comfy. You can walk on them all day, and they're good for running. I only wore ASICS running shoes, so when they hit me up, I was like, all right, great. Like I know they're gonna make a good shoe.
It's like match made in heaven.
Yeah. So I respect, Japanese craftsmanship.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's no joke. Like out of all the shoes we've cut,
Yep.
it's like, I don't know, ASICS, they usually have like the extra touch
Yeah.
that the other like Nike and
Yeah.
Adidas and them like
Yeah.
sometimes lack. They're still a big corporation,
Yeah,
but like,
of course. But their designers do put a lot of thought into it.
yeah.
And I've met with a few of them, and they really do
Did you go to Japan with them?
I did, but I met the designer like in France.
Oh, in France.
Yeah.
Whoa, worldwide.
But yeah, so with that being said, like I knew that the quality we were gonna get with these skate shoes were gonna be really high.
I know
always
Quasi always skates in like
Yeah.
all the runners,
running shoes,
and I'm like,
yeah.
that looks
Yeah.
scary.
I can't do that. I have very weak ankles. So
Shout out to weak ankles
Yeah.
everywhere.
I try not to wear running shoes these days anymore because I am getting older, and my ankles, I'm aware that my ankles would just be even more weakened if I wear comfortable soft shoes. So I'm trying to wear like Toms and like
Oh, nice. Shout out to Tom's.
if I could walk barefoot as much as possible and not wear socks, or wear like the socks with the
the Vibram five-finger shoes
or
or whatever they are?
the socks.
Oh, the socks.
The
Yeah,
toe
yeah, yeah,
socks. Yeah.
Toe socks.
So I'm trying to like make sure my ankles and my feet are still strong,
Okay.
and just wearing like very very like minimal shoes, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We've been cutting open all those like the super foam ones,
Yeah.
and it's like you're not supposed to wear them, but
Yeah.
people just wear them walking around. You're
Right.
Like,
Well,
I feel
they-
like I'm gonna roll my ankle just
Yeah.
standing.
I mean, they are comfortable, and especially if you walk a lot in New York, it's like like it's great, and that's what I used to do, but now I'm trying to like not do that.
Yeah, you're
just
held-
so when I'm skating and I do wear these very supportive shoes, that I could perform for hours and battle my tricks and not get broke off. Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain what you like about the shoe, because
Cool.
I feel like a lot of people are hesitant about
For sure. Yeah, there's
the
a lot
look,
going on. Yeah.
but it's such a cool look. It's like
Right.
It's
Okay.
so avant-garde. I think it's sick.
Yeah. So
But,
yeah.
Hit me with what you like.
For sure. So the avant-garde part is kind of crazy. If you're like a real fashion head and you're, you know, like you can pull it off, then yeah, this is a good one to pull off. Me personally, I underdress sometimes when I skate. I'm not wearing, so I gotta cut the tongue off. But you know, if you're like wearing cool, you know, fashion, you know, and you got the right shorts on, like then the flap is cool for sure. You know, they made key like autos in this model, actually the Flexkee 1 model before, and those look great. I've seen a lot of cool kids wear them with the tongue on, but since I'm wearing jeans when I skate, I don't like the tongue. I think it doesn't look what I like, so I'm cutting the tongue off.
Not tucking it, just cutting it fully off?
Just fully scissors, cut it off.
Weird. I always tuck.
Yeah.
I guess I should cut it off.
Yeah, and cut it off, and then I lace the outside loopholes too, just to make the shoe as normal as possible. I show them my orange
Do you ever find a difference between like, because I've laced them outside and inside. I feel like the inside lacing like gripped onto my foot better, but
well,
they're not even too bad.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when I wear them, laced outside, tongue off, and it looks a much more approachable, wearable shoe as, you know, wearing jeans and just regular skate attire maybe. It's just an easier shoe to pull off if you dress it like that. But the tech is unique too, and it's an option that you have if you want to take advantage of it. So
there's so much going on in the shoe. It's like,
so lacing them inside, I feel like they feel puffier when you do that. Yeah, I don't know why, but you know, you do protect your laces, which is, you know, great. If you're, you know.
Do you cook through laces, or?
I kind of do, yeah.
I think it does at the end of the day, but.
Yeah, but I do super glue my laces, and these stock laces are actually really weak. But if you put on other laces, they last a little longer. But yeah, on the inside is like, definitely like, you'll have your laces protected, but since I'm not doing that many flip tricks, and I want to look down at a normal, more approachable normal shoe, I'm lacing it on the outside. And for me, that's what it helps with, yeah.
The look?
Yeah, the look, yeah, exactly.
It's definitely a look.
Yeah.
I think it's sick. Do you feel like, because like the biggest part of the look is the cutouts.
Right,
to me, right? It's like, compared to other skate shoes you've worn, like, do you think the cutouts work? Like, I think they're there for flexibility, right? To like have your toes bend.
You know, I mean, like, I don't notice much, but I do like the way they look.
Yeah.
Like, I think this, like, in a modern skate shoe, what I like most about the shoe is that it is kind of a slimmer, simpler silhouette. Like, it's not a chunky shoe. Like, usually tech shoes are really chunky.
Yeah.
So this is, for me, it's like, it's got the silhouette that's of, you know, a slim skate shoe, but it's also got tech in it at the same time. And the tech is subtle on footage. And when you wear them too, it's like, it you know, for me, I prefer like a skate shoe that is kind of, you know, like more subtle. Like growing up, the moment I got the opportunity to wear slimmer skate shoes, I did.
Okay.
Right.
Like it was a transition from like D3s to Vans.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ride the you know, the eras or the old schools.
Oh, okay.
So like, or just even the Converse Chuck, when those came out and that was a thing in skating, I was like, cool, that's an option now. I gravitated towards those shoes. Right, did you now ski? So for me, this is like those shoes, except the benefit is that you actually get the tech and the protection. And when I was younger, I didn't care about that, but now I do. So if I'm trying a trick for like 3 or 4 hours, then having my shoe protect my feet is really important. So it's weird because it works. And I don't know what this does, but I do like the way it looks.
Dude, it's sick. And there's so much like, it's interesting you say that because there is, for how slim it is, there's the most tech in this shoe because you're right, all the other big tech shoes are like, comparable shoes would be like the Reynolds, which is still pretty big, and like the ASICS Gel and those kind of things. And they're all super puffy. And this is definitely the slimmest. And maybe that's why it feels so interesting on foot, because they're like, there's so much going on and your foot does feel so protected because it's got like the full length foam and like the gel in the heel, but it is very slim. Like it makes your foot almost look small.
Right, yeah.
Like,
and also I just like the shape. You know, it's got a good, not too round toe. It's kind of pointy toe, but not too pointy. And that's actually like the most important thing. Like probably like the reason why I really like this shoe is just the shape. And yeah, it's got not too pointy, but not too round. It's just right, it's just perfect, right in the middle.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because when I skated the shoe, I was like, oh, this is like some of the best flick out of all of the shoes that we've skated, and you don't do flip tricks.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right,
you can do flip tricks. I don't want to hear it.
Tray flip and kick flip, maybe kick flip, not even kick flip. But
that's all you need.
But I do like the way this looks. For me, you know, it was getting to a point where skate shoes were getting kind of, I guess, boring. I didn't know what else could make a shoe look, you know, unique. And so this kind of fixes that. This is like, when I saw this shoe, I was like, whoa, that's really interesting, especially in a skate shoe. It's like finally something refreshing. Like,
dude,
there's been a lot of skate shoes coming out the past 20 whatever, 5 years that I've seen skate shoes. And this was something that I was like, oh, okay, finally, like past 10 years of looking at shoes.
No more dunks.
Finally, this is a unique thing that came out where I'm like, wow, that's cool, like design-wise. And also it serves a functionality purpose, which, you know, I'm sure I realize that and I feel it, but I think some other people might feel it more than me. Do I have my flip tricks with these shoes really well? I do.
Hey.
But, you know, yeah, the flexibility is definitely there.
Compared to other skate shoes, do you notice this shoe lasting like longer or shorter, like the durability wise? Because this TPU toe is meant for like vert skating.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Where you're like doing the knee slides and blowing out the toe. But when I skated, I was like, oh, this is like pretty durable. I didn't skate it for like, you know, crazy long. I'm not the greatest skater, so I'm not cooking through all my shoes immediately. Do you notice like a durability?
I have a pair of Flexkees that lasted me 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, and that's through filming half the part that I filmed last year, which was like many hours of battling tricks, but not necessarily doing flip tricks. So
still, I think anyone who skates at your level can go through a shoe in like a week, 2 weeks.
No, these last me for a month at least, if not more. But what you do have to do is you gotta super glue this part and probably your laces too. Definitely super glue them.
You said this part right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one part that I flicked through. It was like, it was just the stitching though. It wasn't anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't do it, then the rubber will come off and then it'll crack and break. So you have to super glue where you're skating. I think it depends for everybody. Even like up here, maybe.
Yeah, even here, because they put the little plastic coating here to make it on. It's just the downfall of skate shoes.
Yeah.
They just get destroyed.
Yeah, it just looks like kind of cool too when you're skating. Like I got the all black ones, you know, simple looking black shoe, but then you have this nice detail where you're like, oh, that's a Flexkee, whoa.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wearing a cool, I don't know, fashion boot shoe when you're skating, but it also looks like the silhouette of like a Converse skate shoe or whatever, you know, just like a normal shoe.
Yeah.
So it's got that extra little, that's a detail that I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
cool.
Like without being flashy, of course.
Yeah, it's like super understated, especially the colorways. Even this colorway is like probably one of the more colorful. I feel like it's all black, or like, I guess they had that one crazy like neon yellow one going through, which is tight.
So it's a cool shoe because, you know, it could be simple, but you're gonna know what shoe it is because it's got these details that make the shoe stand out, but at the same time it's got the right silhouette of like a normal shoe. So it's just enough character for it to be like unique, but still like, you know, easy to wear and pull off if you.
Dude, I couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
You know your stuff.
Yeah. In my opinion, out of all the ASICS shoe, these skate the best.
Have you skated the other models?
Yeah. And I always just go back to just wearing this one.
That's the
you know?
And that's the sign of a good shoe, right?
Yeah. It's like I tried getting a clip to mix it up a little, you know, like show the sponsors I'm wearing it all. And I'm going back to these shoes because this next trick is kind of hard, and I just want the shoe that I trust the most.
I feel like that's your best.
Yeah.
That's the biggest plug right there.
Yeah. But really, like they protect your feet really well, and at the same time, like the rubber is perfect. Like it feels broken in, and it lasts forever, and you know they look good. It's like as if you're wearing a Converse, you know, like so. I don't know, like it's got all the functions that I want in the shoe.
Give them the Pro, the colorway.
Oh yeah.
The Trung colorway.
This is, once I'll never turn pro, but if I ever do by some miracle, maybe, but probably not.
Come on.
We got the LNS colorway though.
That's true.
This is even better.
Baby steps. This is the first step up.
Even better than having your own shoe.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Sick. I feel like we covered everything. All right, I guess we'll end it. Seems pretty
Later,
natural ending for it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Anyways, go check out these ASICS collabs. They already dropped a couple weeks ago. But honestly, I think ASICS is kind of an underrated player in the skate shoe game right now. You know, they are a big corporation coming in. It's kind of like Nike and Adidas and New Balance, but it's hard to compete with them because they have so much They have so many resources at their disposal that they can make good shoes for, you know, decent prices, not crazy. Unlike a small brand, like if a small brand was making this shoe, it'd probably be $200, and this one's $135. I don't know. Let me know your experience with ASICS and how you feel about ASICS skate shoes down in the comments. And yeah, let me know if I should do that top 5 ASICS shoes or top 5 soccer skate shoes. That'd also be an interesting one. So anyways, that's it for me. Peace.